theater of the Spanish-speaking communities of the Southwest dates back to 1598. Contemporary Chicano theater began in 1965 when Luis Valdez founded the now legendary Teatro Campesino, the farm workers' theater. Little did Valdez know that his raggle-taggle troupe of striking farm workers would inspire an entire generation of Chicanas and Chicanos who saw and see theater as an artistic tool in their quest for social justice. Community-based, global in our messages, we exclude no one.
What the theater has done for the Denver community is really bring together a sense of social consciousness and activism. Theater is kind of like a church, you know, but it's not a place that we necessarily come to worship. It's a place where we come to participate in and practice culture.
Haiku for our children. Nuestro teatro teaches our children, we too, have stories.
One last question, guys. We have 97 theater companies in Colorado, but we only have one teatro. Can somebody sort of summarize the importance of having a teatro in that mix?
We belong on the stage. We belong on that stage just as anybody else. Our stories should be told. Our stories should be told.
And really universal. Indigenous people feel it in so many more ways than just we were born here, someone was born here, the theaters might be raised here. You know, this is Aslan. We're doing this in Aslan.
One more haiku.
One more haiku, and that'll do it for us.
Have been nurtured here, under the wings of giants. Gracias.
The lesson that I think sort of defines my father and the work that he's done over the years, whether in theater, as a writer, as a filmmaker, is one of creating opportunity when none exists. And so that has been the defining, I think, thrust of his work in terms of creating a theater company that existed outside the norm of American theater, as a writer expressing things that are seldom spoken about for people of his experience and for Latinos in general.
Where Latino power is becoming a voice. It's about a minority community that's been disenfranchised for many, many years, whether it be an Irish community, whether it be the Italians, whether it be the African Americans. They came up the ranks and started having political power. And it's just not until this century that Latinos are now having political power and are in key positions, whether it be the political spectrum or the law enforcement spectrum. We're in key positions now. And I think it's very easy to get drunk with power and abuse power, you know, and go against the law, you know, in order to advance. And that's very tempting, you know, because, you know, that's the American right, is to advance. And sometimes to advance, you have to not play by the rules, you know, and I think that's very tempting. And that's what this is. This tale is a cautionary tale about corruption, about brotherhood, loyalty, all these things. And I think those are universal truths that can relate to any city and to any audience. So I think San Jose is going to.
I think the most important thing is when we actually see that the audience is really enjoying themselves and they're seeing something they can relate to, especially the youth. And that makes it all worthwhile.
The skit's address issues related to the Chicano community.
I'm the writer, director, and producer of Latino Logs. It's a lot of fun. It's a great time because it's a show that's unique about the perspective of Latinos in America, written, directed, produced by Latinos, and when you can make fun of yourself and joke about yourself, you become human and real. And if you get specific, you become universal.
I put the panic to the Hispanic. I put the pepper spray to Jose. I put the baton to Juan.
I would say
America today, and unique about the Latino experience is it's basically the comedic experience of Latinos in America today. I think it's something that most people don't see, and it's been around for 15 years with different rotating casts, and it's had over 150 people in it, and been from here to Broadway and back, and it stays fresh and new and unique every year. Created a voice for all of us. One of the things that theater will allow you to do is it will allow you to see the thing that you don't think you know, and then it is so natural, because you'll say that those people are just like you were when you were a child, or people that you know or children you know. Ladies and gentlemen, the monologue you're about to see is a construct of fact and fantasy. But relax, weigh the facts, and enjoy the pretense. Our Pachuco realities will only make sense if you grasp their stylization. It was a secret fantasy for Vivato, living in or out of the Pachucada, to put on the Zoot suit and play the myth. Mas Chucote.
I think one of the biggest highlights was the Mas's section that we all kind of mentioned, and just that storytelling and keeping our traditions alive.
Okay, let's play Afro-Mexican Part